I know you talked about the one community, but also just the NFL in general around like some of the things they have taken on upon themselves around social justice issues, right? I think a lot of it especially came to hit with the Colin Kaepernick and kind of how people politically was on, like, it was just polarizing in general. So I want to start personally and then kind of go into
Sure.
what that looks like from a Titan standpoint. Personally, when the whole Colin Kaepernick thing was happening, 2020, and just George Floyd, everything, and then you see the NFL now really making a push around social justice and being really intentional about it. Where were you at personally around like those things and just like privilege and your own kind of just whiteness and things like that? Did that hit you at all personally through just your career, or did they even hit you more coming into the NFL, kind of building in the Colin Kaepernick thing?
It did. I would like to think that I approached that season of my life with a degree of humility and recognizing that there were questions that I had never asked, and there were conversations that I needed to have,
right?
And I have really there were really hard and challenging conversations that I personally had during the summer of 2020, in particular, that I think have changed me forever, and have helped me to recognize that, personally, that I need to continue to learn and continue to grow.
What was one of those things that really hit you? Like, that you can just come to mind, like, man, I never thought about asking myself that question.
I'll give you a very specific example. Our dress code at the Titans has evolved over the last, let's say, 5 or 6 years, and has become more casual. And there was an African American colleague of mine who was regularly wearing suits, and I'd taken notice of it. Didn't really think much of it, but I'd taken notice of it, and we were having a conversation, and I was just asking him to just tell me things that I'm missing, because his experience has been different than mine, right? And one of the things that he mentioned to me is a part of the reason why he wears a suit is because if he's at a gas station, or if he's pulled over, that he feels differently wearing a suit than what I was wearing that day, that was more casual. And there were just things about conversations like that one that just have me coming from a different place of understanding that my journey hasn't been like his journey, and that I need to just be in a continuous place of learning.